I'm Callie with Adventure Rig, and Tyson and I are out traveling in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California. It is springtime. We are riding motorcycles. Most people are probably still skiing, but our seasons get a little messed up because of our summer work season. If there's two things I'm sure about, one, traveling in the springtime can be quite unpredictable regarding weather, and two, I do not like to be cold, especially with my feet and my hands. Luckily for me, we have mobile warming with us, and today I'm talking about the 2.0 Premium Merino Heated Socks by Mobile Warming. To start out with, these socks can be used for a wide array of activities, whether you're doing anything outside in the winter time, skiing, sledding, working. These are going to be awesome for that, but they're also going to be great for stuff like motorcycling. Here in the mountains, we can go down in the desert where it's 80 degrees, but we climb back up here, we'll lose about 30 degrees on the climb when we're up in the mountains. So I love to have the option to be able to click my socks on and have that heat for my toes, make sure they're nice and warm. The first thing I will mention is that I am a bit of a merino wool snob. Now, these are only 48% merino wool. For me personally, I would love to see these be 100% merino wool. I know that that would make the price point a bit higher, but I feel like with those merino wool attributes, it's really worth it for me. These are comfortable. They still have some of those merino wool attributes, but you're not going to get that fully 100% merino wool. With that said, mobile warming has built in anti-wicking and anti-odor. They're still soft, they're still very comfortable, and they don't start to stink after one wear, and they keep my feet really nice and warm, especially because of the heating element. Now let's talk about that a little bit. The heating element is at the base of your foot, under your toes, and then it does extend a little bit more past your toes, so it really does a good job of keeping those toes nice and toasty. Something I was quite skeptical of when receiving these socks was, is that battery gonna get in my way when I'm wearing boots? And I can wear my tall work boots outside and I don't notice the battery. A lot of people were asking about ski boots, and the battery does not get in the way of my ski boots. It's high enough up on my calf that it doesn't interfere. However, I will mention I would not be able to wear these with my ski boots because I have very tight, well-fitted ski boots, and these socks would not work in those ski boots for a couple different reasons. First of all, this seam is where the wire for the heating element runs. That would absolutely rub on my ski boots and eventually chafe on my skin. And then also there's a ton of extra room in the toe box for me. Basically on the sides here of my toes, and you can see in this shot, there's just kind of a little bit of extra material. And for me, with my really tight ski boots, it would just rub and be uncomfortable after a long day of skiing. However, a lot of people aren't gonna have that tight of ski boots. I think these are gonna work great for that, and the battery should not get in your way at all. But for working outside, with your work boots, motorcycle boots, it's great. I have tons of room in my motorcycle boots. These work really well in there and keep my feet nice and warm. On that high setting, you're only gonna get about 2 hours. On the lower setting, you're gonna get about 10 hours out of these socks. It's gonna take about 3 to 4 hours to charge your batteries back up to full. And this is kind of a minor thing, but mobile warming provides you with a cord that actually has 2 plugs on it, so you can just plug into one plug, charge both your batteries at the same time. I love that they did that instead of providing you with 2 cords. We don't need more cords in our life, so I love that they simplified that minor detail with the socks. According to the size chart, I went with a size medium. I wear size 8 women's, and I think next time I'd try and size down to a small just to try and get rid of some of that extra material in the foot like I was talking about. Another thing I will mention that I don't love about these socks is, I already mentioned the toe box is huge. These actually are right and left designated socks, but I really don't feel like there's any difference between the right and left. I would love to see them really work on that toe box fit and actually make them right-left specific and get rid of some of that extra material in the toe box. Another issue with the socks is that I love that they have the app capability, so you can change the heat settings on your socks. You can also see your battery level. However, I was not able to get that app to connect to my socks. The app has really terrible reviews, and we always kind of questioned why, because my jacket and Tyson's jacket connect seamlessly and works really well with the app. However, I think it's because I cannot get the socks to connect to the app, so that unfortunately is a little bit annoying. It's really annoying to pull these out of the zippered pocket and adjust the heat settings, especially if you have a bunch of layers on. So that is one downfall, I would say. Hopefully they can fix that issue moving forward. Like I said, it's a great option, just doesn't work that well. If you're like me and you despise being cold, it is time to get heated gear. I don't know why I've waited until so long to add heated gear to my life, but I'm glad it's here now. Mobile Warming also has a ton of different options. They have jackets, they have gloves, which we've tested out, so be sure to check them out if you get cold easily. Once again, these are the premium 2.0 Merino Heated Socks made by Mobile Warming. They're a great option to keep your feet nice and toasty. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments section below and we'll get back to you. Also, if you're wondering what we're up to, right now we're a little bit cold. We're gonna head back to some warmer weather and ride some motorcycles. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram @AdventureRig. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Callie with Adventure Rig.